That's going to bring us to crowdfunding corner for the week of May 23rd. Is that going to be Friday? Today's the 21st. Yes. That sound about right? We look at crowdfunding campaigns that are on Kickstarter and Gamefound that are ending in about the next, 5 to 14 days usually. And I think there's 3 campaigns this week that looked cool to me that I wanted to give a shout out to. There are a lot all the time. Some of them are, miniatures games that aren't super intriguing to me. Some of them are more RPGs or free-to-play games, or sometimes it's a reprint of something that wasn't intriguing to me in the first place anyway. So there's a little bit of David bias here is what I would say. But first of the 3, this one's called Panda Spin, Mandate of Heaven expansion. So this is a reprint of Panda Spin and a new expansion. Panda Spin is a game where it's a trick-taking game. You're trying to win tricks. But if you don't win a trick, you get to rotate the card when you bring it back to your hand, and it becomes stronger to help you win more tricks and points in the future. Very cool idea. So the cards have kind of like 2 halves. And I think that's a very cool idea. I also love the art on the cards. The expansion, Mandate of Heaven, just adds some new cards that has what looks like some like special abilities on them. They have these icons on them that looks like draw 3 new cards, or probably exchange cards with someone else, or probably just introduces some more craziness and kind of game-breaking abilities. I haven't read through the rulebook, but just looking at the icons there, that's kind of what it looks like. Pretty good price for it. Is a pretty simple card game, but the only tricky part might be shipping from China or wherever this is printed. But anyways, I think that one looks really cool. Reprint for Panda Spin, along with the new expansion Mandate of Heaven that is on Kickstarter for 5 more days until May 27th. Okay, Super Pixel Tactics. I'm going to be uber honest.
Oh, the box is so cool.
Yeah, I don't know how this game plays, but it looks like a Super Nintendo game.
It does.
And it looks like it comes in a box for a Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a tactical RPG, which is kind of like a turn-based game, but you also introduce like the element of spatial puzzle, where like this character can only attack an enemy if he's within range, like space range. And if you like move your character outside of range of an enemy, then they won't be able to attack you. So you're also worried about spacing on the board while you're attacking. I believe that there was one called Pixel Tactics before, and this one, again, called Super Pixel Tactics, just kind of going for the Super Nintendo vibe instead of the NES vibe. So 1 to 2 players, 30 minutes for ages 12 plus. And it looks like there's also a new storage solution for the original stuff. Bunch of cards. That'll fit them sleeved. Love the pixel art. That's kind of the reason I picked this one. Again, I don't even know if the gameplay is something for me. I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. Seeing Space Biff, whose reviews I quite enjoy, say it's one of the deepest and most combo-tastic, that's not what he said, combo-intensive games I've played all year. It's absolutely wonderful and original. So, I don't know, this is one I've got my eye on. But again, usually for games that are really combat heavy, like, I wish you would just make this a video game. But, I don't know. I can be proven wrong, and sometimes I'm totally open to it. So, lots of different pledge levels here on Gamefound as the train goes by. We got like a big one that includes playmats and the big box. We got the original Pixel Tactics. I like that Game Boy kind of box. Very cool. And the original with playmats. The new one. So lots of cool stuff there. That is Super Pixel Tactics on Gamefound for 7 more days until May 29th. Last up this week is Sprites and Sprouts by Open Owl Studios, and I wonder if this is their first game. No, they've made 8. The reason this one stood out to me is the designer is Manny Vega, and he designed Flamecraft, I think was one of his most recent games, and that one's been uber popular. So if he can distill like a similar amount of like accessibility and fun, but also a bit of depth into this game, I think it will be pretty successful. Seems like it's doing pretty well. It's got 1,600 backers so far. Kind of like Flamecraft, it has like a base level, a deluxe level, and then an ultra deluxe with like a plushie and all kinds of fancy stuff. But in this game, you're kind of planting like special plants and then trying to get like arrangements of them to fulfill like different contracts. And then you're also watching like a farmer move, and it's kind of grid based as well. Like if something happens at B3, like that might be where you want it, and you're doing some stuff on your own player board as well. I also just really like the funky plant art. Like, what's that corn guy doing?
I like that corn guy.
Yeah, I do too. He's got three ears of corn on his head.
And also 3 years of good luck.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. There's also a like expansion called the Fungus expansion. That's so funny. Art by Amanda Kadatz and Emily Ann. And I think it looks really cool. So again, standard pledge here, garden boards. Oh, look at Alida Bouquet, Messler, Chunk. Oh, I like Chunk. Kind of like Messler though, to be honest. Cool. And Fix. Almost didn't notice that was a Y.
You did the same thing. I was like, wow.
I thought that was part of his little branch. You got the 5 meeples for them as well. Tokens, score markers, skill tokens, a bunch of crop tiles, farmer cards, challenge cards. So that's the base level. Then, if you get the deluxe version, you get all that plus the fun Gus expansion. He's fun.
And, he is way fun.
He's Gus. I like the pun. I'll take it. That version
I just got it. Nice.
Is a bit more expensive, but double layered boards. Ooh, baby. And cardboard upgraded to wood. And I really like how these cubes are upgraded into little plants. So, and the screen printed bags. I'm a sucker for fancy. You got the thicker cards with the black core, the UV spot gloss on that box.
Oh, yeah.
And then, here's Fun Gus and his crop tiles. Then, you got the bigger one that also comes with 6 magical miniatures with Myth Drop Wash. So instead of the meeples, you have cool little wooden miniatures for each character.
Those are very nice.
They're very cool looking. And then, for the big boy, add to everything I just said, you got the neoprene game mat. I like that it's a white back. Most of them are like a black back. You get pins for all the characters. Oh, you got Cornhead.
Awesome. I like him.
Yeah. Well, who's the best
one?
It's
like Grape Beard.
You got Strawberry
Locks.
Hair tips. Oh, Strawberry Locks. I like that. Cornhead.
Grape Beard. Carrot Top.
And there's 4 of them. And then you got Punk plushie. He's still in progress, but he'll be 8 inches tall.
I was gonna say, there's no way it looks like that.
Coloring book, stationery paper set, event card pack, and then any stretch goals that have been met too, like deluxe first player token, new skill tokens. So, anyways, I hope that one is good. It looks cute, and Manny Vega is good at designing games that like have that cute feel, but hopefully have a bit more combo-tastic thought and like depth that go into it. That one's on Kickstarter until Monday, June 2nd. And that's going to do it for our 3 games this week. So, Devin, which of those 3 is going to be your pick of the week?
It's a little bit difficult for me because I don't really know how they play that well right now.
Tricky.
I'm just gonna say Panda Spin.
Good pick.
Probably.
I think that one looks like an excellent card game. I like the idea of the card getting better if you don't win. It makes you feel a little better about yourself if you don't win the trick, I think. So I had wanted this one for a little while. Haven't been able to find it, so this Kickstarter might be one of the only ways I can. We'll see. But good pick. I think it's cool. I also just really like the cards. I have another kind of trick-taking game with similar Japanese art called what are you called? It's a tiny little box. Oh, that's gonna dry. Oh, right here, Yokai Septet. It's this one right there, Devin. If you want to grab it, has awesome kind of Japanese art on it as well.
Like we almost played this at one point.
Yeah.
Or
has cool foil cards as well. So I'm all about that cool artwork on a card. Since you picked that one, which was probably going to be my pick, I'll go with the one we were just on. What was that called? Sprites?
Sprites and Sprouts.
Sprites and Sprouts, giving a little hope to Manny Vega and his team that they can make a very cool game. And again, I think it looks artistically cool. I don't know, it kind of gives me like a Studio Ghibli vibes with Totoro or something. Just some weird, like, kind of farming creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it's fun to play. And I like Chonk. Chonk, I think, is my favorite there. He's got a little Chonk pal. So, anyways, that's going to do it for our picks of the week and for Crowdfunding Corner here for our 60th episode of the podcast here on May 23rd, 2025. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for episode number 61. Thank you so much for watching this video. As most of you know, gaming top-down is an independent endeavor. I don't accept money from publishers for previews or opinion-related content, but there are a few ways that you can support the channel and help me keep the lights on. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel helps me to grow. If you're thinking of getting a game that I covered in this video, please click the affiliate link in the description of this video. It helps to support me and doesn't add any cost to your purchase. I also do a weekly gaming podcast where I talk about the board games that I'm playing along with my brother. You can check that out on Apple's podcasts and on Spotify. And you can also get that podcast 3 days early over on our Patreon. You can follow the Patreon at patreon.com/supergamebrothers completely for free. But if you do support us over there, you get some extra perks like being able to write into the show, getting early access to the show, voting on the games that I'm going to cover and review, and lots of other fun stuff. Thanks so much for your support, for liking and commenting on my videos. You really are what helped keep the lights on for me. Thank you.